Do we all know what HMC is?
Was you always practicing?
I think we're done to Jannah.
Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome to another episode of Dining to Jannah. This time we have someone really amazing. Ustad Mansur, how you doing?
Alhamdulillah.
Finally we got you on. We're gonna go inside Melur, Malaysia. We're gonna find out inshallah. Follow me or shall I follow you? Let me follow you.
Let's go.
Because you're older than me and you're more wise and more knowledgeable.
You're on the right.
Okay, if it's the sunnah then we need to follow the sunnah. Follow us inside guys. So guys, we are inside Melur. Melur, I don't know do you know what Melur means? We'll ask him and we'll find out inshallah. We are here with Ustad Mansur. Ustad Mansur, how are you doing? Assalamu alaikum. It's a pleasure to have you here. What's your favorite dish? Would you say, not dish, what's your favorite cuisine usually?
Home food.
Home food?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, you're like Zishan. Yes, but since I got Zishan to explore, he doesn't have that much home food anymore. So, inshallah, yes. So, okay, so first thing first, how do you find the menu? Because like, usually when it comes to menus, I like images. I like to see what I'm ordering. So they do have a bit of that. Yeah, and not for everything, but they do. It's some dishes they have pictures with, which you can see. Because there's like so much going on, but it's simple. It seems simple. You've got the fish dishes, the squid dishes, the vegetable dishes. So, just to bear in mind, it is not HMC. You only have HMC, but you're going to have seafood.
Yes, inshallah.
Just to let you guys know, so it's not HMC.
Do we all know what HMC is?
Okay, I think that's what could be our topic maybe. What is HMC?
Exploring. So HMC is like a standard set up by a company, HALAL monitoring committee. So it ensures that all the meat products, whether they're chicken, beef, lamb, they are slaughtered rather than stunned. So most of the meat that we consume here in the UK, for example, they're normally stunned. So that what we mean by stunning is electrocuted, and then the butcher then does the dhabiha or the slaughtering. But HMC standard is different, in which they have to make sure that the actual animal is done slaughtering first, then the dhabiha, rather than stunning.
So I want tom yum soup as a starter.
Tom yum, yeah, no problem.
Okay. As a starter, is there anything you would like specifically?
So because if I'm gonna go for this deluxe, it actually is quite a big dish.
It is.
So it would be too much to have a starter and the main dish. Okay. Tom yum soup is a starter.
Oh, you're getting tom yum as a starter?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to get something different then.
Oh, you want to try something?
Yeah, I want to try.
Definitely. Go
Okay,
ahead.
what would you recommend me as a starter?
For starters, you can try our curry pop. We make them ourselves.
Oh, that's a whole meal on its own. You can feed 5 people with that. Okay, guys, so we ordered the food at 8:58.
Yep.
So let's just bear that in mind. We're going to see how long it takes for the food to come. So let's get straight into the topic. So usually when we order food, we get into some kind of a topic. So Ustad Mansur, a lot of people know a lot about you. You know, you've been going to the park for, I mean, you look 35, so I think you've been going to the park since you was 5 years old. So the thing is, you've been going for a very long time. How long have you been going?
Long time. But I think,
Yeah?
do we not wish that we could have done this before when we were younger?
Yes, it's true.
But I wouldn't recommend children to go in a place like this.
Yes.
Some people describe this like a battlefield.
It is. So
we don't want to get our kids exposed to this kind of things. And if you're really into apologetics, into conveying the message of Islam, then this is a place to try out.
So like before you did this, like the question that I think a lot of people I would like to know personally is, was you always practicing, or was there a moment where you had a moment where you was like, you know what, I should start taking my religion seriously? So have you always been practicing?
I think so, because if you come from a very traditional family, Muslim family, you're always into practicing Islam, so it's not an issue of where
so you've
there's
always
a moment of time where you're not practicing. No, I don't think.
No? Okay, interesting. Okay, so where did your interest come to? Like, tell me your first instance with Speaker's Corner. How did you know about it? Where did you hear it? Did you just walk by and see it? How did your love to apologetics grow? Because was it an instant thing? Was it a decision? Was it something that happened? Like, we want to know more.
Interesting question. You're asking me
We
to,
have to.
go back the memory lane
Yes,
to,
please,
to
please,
remember.
please.
This is quite a long time ago.
Yes.
I didn't know anything about Speaker's Corner, even though I was living nearby.
Okay.
I don't live too far away from
Yes,
Speaker's
you don't,
Corner.
yes.
So one of my friends actually introduced me to Speaker's Corner, just to say, right. So when I went there, I found this. At that time, it was a bit different, where people would stand up on soapboxes and they would give speeches. I mean, if you ask me that, do I remember the first time? I remember when I wanted to speak to someone.
Yeah.
Because there was an interesting discussion going on. I couldn't speak. I could feel my, the legs or hands trembling. I could feel my throat's gone dry. I can feel the palpitation. I wasn't able to speak. But I'm talking about this is more than 2 decades ago, perhaps.
Yeah. But didn't that...
where you didn't have this kind of face-to-face skills of having conversation with people. But then you get used to it.
So guys, our food has come in exactly 16 minutes, 40 seconds, just to be precise. So this is the starters though. So we're gonna see the time frame between the starter and the main meal. Because usually when you have a starter and the main meal takes long to come, your brain feels as if you've already eaten and you feel full, which is not good. So we have to keep that in mind, inshallah. I haven't had tom yum soup in a long while.
What do you think?
I don't know if the flavor of this has overwhelmed me, but you try it.
Let me try it.
Tomato, tom yum, I think that's what it stands for.
I think flavor is exactly just how it should be.
You want to try one of this, Ustad? Okay, what flavor is this? Usually, tempuras are very nice with sweet chili sauce, yeah? But I think this is chili. Would you like to try one?
I think that's fine. What I'm saying is this particular one, so it's not too burning hot. Like sometimes they might just give you burning hot soup and then you don't like it.
Yeah.
It's not too cold either. So
Okay.
just about right.
This is king prawn.
This prawn, okay? So
In
let me just
back,
try
in back.
one of these
Please
as
try
well,
one.
just to see.
If I'm not mistaken, do you eat squid or you don't eat squid?
I think it's good. It's fine.
You can, yeah? Oh, I thought you ordered,
Yeah.
you said no squid.
But I didn't want. It's not what I can eat. What I would like to eat today.
Okay, I see, because I saw a squid there and I was going to tell you if you're allergic to it or something. Very nice. Very perfect. Because usually the batter sometimes is very crispy, very greasy. Perfect. It's actually, I really liked it. Very enjoyed it. Okay guys, so the food, we went to go and pray, Maghrib, because you guys should pray as well, don't forget, very important. So the food came in 32 minutes, but we're going to come to that after in the review, inshallah, what we score for the time. I've got the special fried rice.
What's your first impression?
To be honest, I like it. I mean, it's simple. It's unique. I'm not fussy about food, but when it comes to Thai and Malay, I'm a bit apprehensive.
Sure.
But usually, I'm not fussy about food. How's your
what
first
I would
impression?
first want is the how does the dish look like? Of
Yeah.
course, it needs to be presentable. It needs to be something
Yes.
that when you look at it first, you think, okay, that's nice.
Your one, I like the way it's presented. My one seems a bit all over the place.
It's because you've got so many other ingredients in there.
Yep,
It
yep.
needs to be
The eggs.
put in
Yep.
there. Okay.
Quick little toast. There we go, guys. Right, it is.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna try some of yours,
Yeah. Go ahead.
and let's see. Flat noodles.
Yeah.
I like that. Can you feel? Is it the pepper?
Definitely, there's a flavor there.
There's
It's not too hard or dry.
No, it's not. Yeah.
And it's not too chewy either.
Yes,
So that's just
very true.
about right.
I quite like that. It's not strong. It's not too saucy. This one here that I mentioned, I'm gonna try this because it looks very, very saucy, and it's got the same noodles in there as well.
Yeah. What do you think? Does this sauce make a difference?
Yeah, it does. It's a very unique flavor. Can you taste that?
That's right.
Very, I can't describe it. He did say he has, is this soya sauce in there? But it's a very unique taste.
It's not the soya that you normally taste
Yes, it's not. It's
elsewhere. Just try the sauce.
I think if you guys like something a bit more saucy, I would recommend you guys to go for this one.
It's Very nice actually.
It is very nice, isn't it?
Yeah,
I wasn't
indeed.
expecting that
Indeed.
from the presentation. That's what they say, guys. Don't
And I
judge.
thought you didn't say Bismillah, that's why you didn't feel the taste. But of
Maybe
course,
it can be.
Before we begin
Yes,
our
yes,
food
yes.
or anything, of course you have to say Bismillah.
As you can see, I'm being refuted here live, guys. Bismillah. I forgot. I'm sorry. But yeah, so I think via the presentation, I wasn't expecting the flavor. Bismillah. I quite like that. I think that is very, very nice.
What do you think about the fried egg?
I like
do
it,
you
you
think
know.
it's very crispy or?
The edges are a bit crispy, but I like the egg runny. I like the yolk. So they got the yolk just on point.
This is the review.
So guys, this is the review side of it. So we've had a little discussion with Ustad Mansur, and now we're going to go through the review. The first segment is the food, the service, the time, the portion, and the price. So let's start with the food. In totality, from the starter to the main, to the dessert, to the drinks, what would you rate the food out of 5 stars?
I'm thinking between 4 and 4.5.
Yes? Okay, look, me, I'm not fond of Malaysian food, let me be honest, yeah? Not being fond of it, Malaysian and Thai food, I would personally say this specific restaurant, my fried rice, special fried rice, I've had better. Your one was nice. The one that we tried with the extra sauce was very unexpected to me. I was expecting the worst. But obviously, I really enjoyed it. So I would say 4 star because you like your Malay food, yeah? How was the service? What would you give the service out of 5 star? Just bearing this in mind.
4.5 definitely.
How long?
4.5 definitely.
Nah, I can't do that. Would you meet me on 3 or 3.5?
Let's say 3, it's fine.
Okay, 3 star for service, brilliant. How was the time? It took them about 32 minutes to come. I personally, with this kind of looking how busy it is and the time frame, I would personally say 2.5 to 3 star. Wow.
2.5.
2.5, I think that's fair time. Now, when it comes to portion, we don't give more star for bigger portion. If the portion is unnecessarily big, we take away points because it's unnecessary.
Today's portion was a bit more. They're not too much.
I would start with 4 star for portion because if they didn't that and I had my starter and my meal, I would have eaten it clear. So 4 star?
Yeah.
4 stars, perfect. Okay, price, just bearing it in mind. I think £9 for main meals and anywhere from £5 for starters is very, very reasonable.
I agree.
I mean, it's very reasonable. I've been to a place where I'm starting with £13 to about £18. So for the price, for 3 of us, I've been to a place where we have to pay £100 plus. So I would definitely say 3.5 to 4 star. 4 star, definitely for price, it's brilliant. So 4 star for pricing. That's the review done.
Time for the Jannah points.
However, we have Jannah points, which means we have to see, okay, the food might be nice, but there might be a lot of haram involved. Let's see. So, this is the Jannah point. So, first thing first, is the menu fully halal? No porks.
Yes, it is halal.
So that is 1 Jannah point.
Inshallah.
Good. So far, so good. Number 2, do they serve alcohol?
No, they don't.
They don't. That is brilliant. That's 1 Jannah point. That's very hard to find for those who are specific about this. Number 3, do they have a prayer room? A dedicated prayer room?
They not only have a prayer area
Yeah.
segregated, but they also have a dedicated
Wudu.
wudu basins as well.
Wow, that is very impressive. That's 1 more Jannah point. That is very good so far. Do they have segregation? This is very hard to find.
They do.
They do? Oh my gosh.
Specific segregation for like the whole family. I mean,
So for the whole
probably
family.
about like, I don't know, 30, 40 seats there
That
as
is
well.
very impressive, and that is very hard to find. You usually find this in Afghani restaurants. That's 4 Jannah points. Last but not least, do they play music?
You probably
No.
are hearing in the background.
They actually do, guys. I thought this was going to be the first restaurant we review that would have full Jannah points, but no Jannah points for that, inshallah. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see Dawah and Mansur more on this show, inshallah, please get involved, inshallah. Okay, yes. So if you want to see Ustad Mansur more, comment in the section below, inshallah, and we'll have him more. I enjoyed this review. If you enjoyed it as much as I do, recommend another restaurant we can review. Till next time, from Dawah to Jannah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.